What up YouTube, this is your president, the Presidential Tourist, and I'm back with another video. I'm here at the 2025 Fossil Fest, Florida's largest fossil convention. I filmed it a couple years ago, and I missed last year unfortunately, but I'm back and I'm quite excited because I love this stuff. Just gonna walk around and show you a lot of cool things. Alright, let's get to it. Well, I made sure I got a t-shirt right away. When I came a few years ago, did not have any left from that year, so I got one of that design, but I got more full shirts blue. Let me show you later. But alright, we're gonna walk around. Already see a lot of cool stuff. Of course, not just fossils, but gems and minerals and different things. So, a lot of really cool stuff. I'm gonna buy something, but we will see. Don't know what I'm gonna get, but I'm gonna get something. Thinking of another dinosaur tooth, one I do not have. Like, I have a Spinosaurus tooth already. That's a nice one. That's pretty big though. Ooh, look at these. A brittle star. Oh, that's $275. That is cool. I have some of these fossil fish too, but not going to get anything like right away. I'm just going to pick something kind of fits my fancy. It's not that expensive. Wow, look at that. Oh, I think that's I'm not sure that's a real one or not. That's cool. But, let's look around. I don't want to be getting anything too quick.
See you later, Rainbow Guy. What's his name?
That's pretty color. I've seen that color before. Looks like that's malachite polished from the Congo, it looks like. Cool. This is some awesome stuff. Cool. There's a manatee vertebrate.
How much are the T-Rex teeth anyway?
Fossil bison.
I'm looking for them for somebody else. I would never buy them.
That is cool.
I'm sending them
There's
pictures of this stuff.
a Mercicoidon.
They're the good size ones.
There's some cool arrowheads too. So they have artifacts here as well. And I bet you they have meteorites as well. Wow, look at those. Those are pretty.
Yeah. And she was selling them under the thing on eBay at Dinosaur Road.
Oh, and here's some of that amber. I have a little bit of that at home too. These are cool because you get some. It gives me really Jurassic Park vibes, you know? You never know what kind of bugs might be in there. That is awesome. Sometimes these conventions are a little kind of overwhelming to look at because there's so much here. So it's just you don't know what to look at first. That is an actual T-Rex tooth. I want to buy one of them, but that is definitely more than I definitely ever want to pay though. It's kind of like on my bucket list, but that one was like $1,500, so a little bit more than I want to do. And one of these days I want to get a really big megalodon tooth, but usually they're over $100 as well. You could find them in Florida if you look. Actually go out into the water and look for them. Oh wow, miscellaneous stuff. Fossil wood. I always thought was pretty cool. What are some of these? Let's see. Alligator, fossil tooth, fossil garfish scale, fossil alligator tooth. What's fossil alligator tooths? Alright, fossil corals. A woolly mammoth tooth, and you could find them in here in Florida too if you know where to look. So definitely, wow, this is cool. Might not look as cool to you on camera, but it's definitely cool for me. Awesome. See, look at some of those megalodon teeth could be huge. I mean, look at that compared to my hand, see? Definitely very awesome. They have some coins. I've seen some bullets, like from the Civil War, some old pipes. And there's a YouTube channel like of this lady in UK. She finds them all the time. But because they used to just use them once and throw them out. Some more Spinosaurus teeth. They must be pretty not as rare as I thought they were at one time.
Lake Jackson, Seminole County.
Next workshop is beginning in just 5 minutes. Paleontology, 4 o'clock on this, and I'm not Bird Fossil Club. So we make sure our duty from the Florida Museum of Natural History.
Awesome. See, look how big these are. See? Compared to my hand. That's really cool. There's a woolly rhino jaw. That's $1,095. See another thing, you see how big that is? That is huge. I think that says that's a mammoth tusk. Cool. That's a Digon vertebrae. That's $79. So definitely a variety of prices. I'm going to try not to touch anything unless I intend to buy it because they are fragile. They have a lecture thing that's going to happen in a little bit. We'll see if I want to do it. That's cool. That's woolly rhino lower molars. Looks like they're about $125, $135 each. Pretty darn cool. It's kind of amazing if you think about it. There's fossil horse teeth. I have a few of them already. Well, one I think. Some different fish teeth. That's cool. Here's some more megalodon. $35. That's not bad, but I really want to get like one of those real big ones. But they're really, that's $6.95 for that. So they definitely could be pricey. That's where do we go? Let's just keep moving on. That is a lot of shark teeth. Excuse me a second. Well, here's those trilobites. Those are cool. I have some of them at home. They're really interesting to look at. Definitely a lot of people selling jewelry too. That fossil fish is pretty big. That's $165. That's a prehistoric. I can't. Some of this print's so small. More of that amber. Those are some big fossil fish right there. Cool. Here's a good example of those trilobites. Some of them could be really big. That is awesome looking. And there's different kinds. That's a Andalusian trilobite from the Cambrian. He's $95. The bigger ones that I have are about that size.
And then the second part is about
Here's a crocodile skull. From Indonesia. That's 10,000. Whoa, cool. There is a heteromorph ammonite triple spikies 300. They have a lecture room. I don't know if I'll go watch a lecture this time. I did a couple years ago. We'll see. I kind of just really want to walk around, just look at stuff. I'm gonna buy something, but nothing major. Let me see. Definitely a lot more shark teeth this year.
He was sweaty stuff.
But these are cool old nails. Looks like they're 10 each with one exception. That's cool. There's more of those like Civil War items. Civil War bullet collection. Looks like this is percussion cap, pistol ball, 58 caliber, and 69 caliber ball. Mine, I have the ones that are there in the corner. That's cool. That's 35. I like the presentation. I gotta get a couple of these containers for some of my bullets and stuff. I only have a couple of them, but it looks really nice in those. It's like the spiral of an exploding canister from the Civil War. That's 60. For those bullets, can you imagine getting hit by those things? That would not be a very good day. There's a harpoon tip.
Sir, are you taking pictures?
Yes.
I don't make any money if somebody takes a picture, okay? Unless you're a photographer for our club, I don't want any pictures, okay?
Well, it is free advertisement too.
Not gonna help me.
That's why it's called free advertisement for you. Well, he has a problem with it. I don't care. And I was thinking about buying that Raptor too if it wasn't too bad. Well, like I said, it's kind of overwhelming. There's so much stuff here to look at and what to pick if you're interested in this stuff. That's cool. There's a guy who lives around where I live. He has a car decorated like the Jurassic Park Jeep. So I've seen it around several times. That's awesome. They have like a fossil mine for the kids too. Okay. These are cool. Looks like these are just some stuff for display to look at. Looks like a lot of these come from But this one's the Mokula Rock Beach and Cane Point Beach Park. I don't know, but different fossil shells and stuff. That's really awesome. Some more displays. Let's check them all out. These are like different collections from different people put it there for you to look at. Cool. Here's a fossil mastodon jaw. Giant armadillo jaw. Fossil mastodon jaw. That's cool. Look at that thing. I'm not going to show these too much because there's a lot to look at, but look at that. Pretty cool.
Over there with
No, over there.
Ooh, a Lasmosaurus tooth. Oh, about 60 bucks though. Nah, definitely can't afford that right now. That'd be awesome. I don't have one of those. I don't have a gigantic amount of teeth, fossil teeth, but one time I should do a video to show my collection. I want to get something. We will see. And that's a Pterosaurus tooth. That's also 60. Let's see. Here's some more, but they go up.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just curious. We keep looking.
Cool. I'm gonna look around. When I see some interesting things to show you, I will start recording again. Look, this is cool. This is a lunar meteorite. That's 300. That would be awesome to own. Then there's another one there for 50. Then this is supposed to be a Mars meteorite. How they tell, I have no idea, but that is awesome. I knew I'd see some meteorites here. These are different. I never was in more like actual bones, but these are different skulls. Let's see, porcupine, American, beaver, rabbit, different prices at 16. There's cool alligator skulls. That might be the only one I might want to get one day. I have alligators' heads with the skin still on, you know, that's been taxidermied. Those are, that's 110. This is cool. You can lift the meteorite.
Stickers like feel weird. Yeah, you have to like.
So,
Realizing this as I'm trying to do it. I was going to stick it on my shirt, maybe.
that is very heavy.
I just noticed that.
Oh, is it really?
I'm not that soft.
A lot more teeth this year. I know, there's a lot more shark teeth. Nothing that really kind of, ooh, look at that skull. Nothing that really kind of came out to me to buy, or is cheap enough. That thing's huge. That, I bet you that's a giraffe. That looks like a giraffe skull to me.
They're doing the flu.
Please start by introducing yourself.
Hi, my name is Mike Searle. I'm the president of the Tampa Bay Fossil Club. We're running Fossil Fest here this weekend, March 15th and 16th in Tampa at the Florida State Fairgrounds. It's our 38th show. We're 38 years into this. We have a Fossil Club in Tampa. We meet at USF once a month, except for summer. We're off during the hot months, June, July, and August. We bring in speakers from all over the country to speak on different areas of paleontology. And we do a lot of field trips, camp trips, and just kind of get together and talk about paleontology.
How did your club come to be? Who founded it exactly from the beginning?
Well, that's a good story. So back in the early 80s or the early 90s, there was a big, famous or important fossil site found down in Ruskin called the Lycee Shell Pit. And the people who found it used the Tampa Bay Science Club to help as volunteers to run the dig. And they found there was so many people who liked fossils specifically that they branched out of the Science Club and started the Tampa Bay Fossil Club. And that's how we got our start.
And what about Fossil Fest? How did that start?
Fossil Fest started shortly, maybe a couple years into the show. It's a tradition for fossil clubs and rock clubs, science clubs to have a fair. They used to call it the Fossil Fair, the Rock Fair, the Gym Fair. And so we just followed that tradition and started a fossil show. We changed the name of it to Fossil Fest 10, 15 years ago. It kind of sells a little better, and we've done pretty well.
How did your love for fossils start? How old were you?
Oh, I was an older teenager, and other interests kind of kept me away from it for a while. But I had a friend show me a box full of shark's teeth one time, and it intrigued me. And that's kind of a gateway fossil for a lot of people, shark's teeth. And I started going out to Venice and collecting them, and just expanded from there. Peace River, started scuba diving for fossils, and my wife and I have been doing it now for 30 years.
Do you ever get worried going in the river because of alligators?
Well, you're probably going to get hurt with something besides alligators, but there's alligators there, and you shouldn't go around big alligators, but they're not a huge concern. We put thousands and thousands of people in the river without any incident of alligators. The people who do have problems with alligators are diving in areas, usually scuba divers, and they're going to places where you probably shouldn't go. I mean, it's clearly obvious there's a lot of gators here. They're big gators. There's no issue with that.
When you're not doing this, what do you do for a regular job?
I was a union president for the last 20 years of my career. I'm retired. My wife and I retired about 2 years ago. So this is our main hobby. It always has been. Fossils, running the fossil club, traveling for fossils. We go to Nebraska 2 or 3 weeks a year to hunt fossils out in the Badlands. And it's been our main hobby in life.
Now, does Fossil Fest happen every year here at the Florida State Fairgrounds?
We've been to the fairgrounds for at least 15 years now. Yes. And it's every spring, every March. Usually the second weekend in March.
Now, how far does people travel to be a vendor here? Is it just in Florida, or is it from other states?
There are people from mostly southern states. There's people here from Georgia and Alabama, South Carolina. Typically people from the South. But we are the largest show. We're the largest fossil show in the South. We're the largest amateur fossil club in the country for amateurs.
For kids who want to start fossil collecting, any advice?
Yeah, well, you have to get started on what you have available. So if you're in Florida, you're in one of the greatest places in the country to find fossils. All of our rivers, creeks, construction sites, if you're allowed to go on them, have fossils.
Yeah, I've heard that, but I seem to see fossils and rocks less. Because I'm originally from north, and I see fossils. I can go out in my backyard and just find them, but I don't seem to be finding them here. But I'm probably just not going to the places that you could find them at.
Well, all of the rivers are loaded with fossils. Fossils are not rare in Florida at all. But the Peace River is not dammed, so it flows empty for a good part of the year during the dry season. So you can walk in up to your knees, take a screen and a shovel, and just screen the sediments, and you'll start finding shark's teeth immediately. You can dig shark's teeth all day long.
Okay.
And people find elephant stuff. They find carnivore stuff. There's other fossils as well. But shark's teeth, you start off digging. I wouldn't even have to show you how to do it. I can just tell you, get a screen, get a kitchen colander, a small shovel, go dig a few scoops in the Peace River, and you'll start pulling shark's teeth out immediately. They're that common.
I heard some places you need permits
to
do that?
And we have the University of Florida here. They are the state repository for official fossils in Florida. And they are issuing permits over here for $5 a person. And you get a permit, you hunt fossils all year. At the end of the year, you fill out your fossil club permit. I'm sorry, your fossil club report, and you submit it, and they clear it. And technically, the state already owns all the fossils in every navigable river in Florida. So they allow us to go hunt them, And if they don't want any of them for scientific reasons, not monetary reasons, but if they're not scientifically important, they clear your report and keep all the fossils you found. And it's actually an honor. If you find something that they want, it's not because it's expensive, it's because it's scientifically valuable.
How does it go with artifacts like Native American or anything like that?
Whole different game. They're illegal to pick up.
So if you see when you're supposed to leave it?
See it, leave it. In the state waterway. If it's on private property, you can pick it up. If it's on land, the artifacts are the owner of the artifacts are owned by the landowner. So if you own property and you dig up artifacts on it, they're yours. You own them. But in the river, the state owns the river, and you find them there, it's illegal to pick them up.
Now, Florida was underwater when dinosaurs were around, right? So there'll be no dinosaur fossils, correct?
No dinosaur. The closest dinosaur was found up in Alabama somewhere.
All right. Well, awesome. Thank you. This is really cool. I'm very excited to be here. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
First, just introduce yourself and tell us about your channel.
So my name's Steve, and I'm the owner of Paleoanalysis. We talk about. There's a very good chance that you know me from the History of the Earth series. That's what most people know me from. And I talk about all sorts of things having to do with the history of life on Earth.
How did your love for fossils and dinosaurs come to be?
Oh well, that's been a passion of mine since I was a child. Literally, the first movie I ever saw in theaters was Jurassic Park. I was 4 years old.
Is that realistic to you? Or is it much more of a fantasy?
Not.
I didn't think so.
But I will say, I give Jurassic Park a pass on more things than most people in the science will give. There's one animal that absolutely bothers me to no end, and that's the Dilophosaurus. Like the raptors, I'll give them a pass because we did have, even though Velociraptor was a much smaller animal, we did have bigger raptors like this guy. So, different things like that, but Dilophosaurus is the one that has always bugged me.
Is that the one that was spits?
Yes. For a couple different reasons. Number one, we know of one animal that either in the fossil record or alive today that had a frill like that. It's a frilled lizard. And they have bones in the frill, at the bottom of the frill, to help open and close it. We've never seen that in the multiple Dilophosaurus specimens that we found in the past. Also, we cannot say for sure whether or not there was any such thing as a venomous dinosaur. However, we know of one type of animal alive today that spits venom, and those are cobras. However, a cobra does not spit venom as a way of procuring prey. That is a defense mechanism. So the idea of an animal spitting venom as a way of hunting does not make biological sense, because a cobra can spit venom, but if it's trying to catch food, it's not going to spit venom, it's going to bite, and it's going to inject its venom. That makes sense from a biological standpoint when you're talking about an animal that is trying to hunt and kill prey.
Doesn't the Komodo dragon also have like a venomous bite or something I remember hearing about?
Yes, but again, they're still not expelling venom out of their mouth. The only animals that we know that do that, they do that as a defensive trait. So I won't even say that a dinosaur never spits venom, or that a dinosaur was not venomous. But a venomous dinosaur probably never spat venom as a way of getting food, because it wouldn't work.
What is the most realistic movie you saw in regard to dinosaurs?
Movie-wise, because movies have a tendency to make to take a lot of creative liberties. That's a hard one. I tend to lean more in the direction of documentaries.
Like Walking with Dinosaurs?
So, Walking with Dinosaurs was fantastic in 1999. Obviously, it's been a long time since then, and they're actually going to be they're going to be doing a new Walking with Dinosaurs this year in 2025. So we're actually getting an updated version of it.
Did you ever see those shows that Nigel Marvin did with Prehistoric Park?
Absolutely.
What do you think of those?
those. So again, it's one of those things because that was also done by the BBC. Nigel Marvin actually did a couple different specials besides just the prehistoric part. But I feel like what they were trying to do is they were trying to make a more scientifically accurate Jurassic Park type of feel and a type of idea. And I feel like at the time they did a fantastic job. But it's something that, like, in 2025, we could really use revisiting. But that's kind of one of the problems that we run into with paleontology, because we're looking at fossils and we don't have a ton to go on. What's correct today isn't going to necessarily be correct in 20 years. Perfect example that I use is the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3. In 2001, when that movie came out, that dinosaur was pretty accurate. But since then, from what we understood Spinosaurus to be, but since then, we found more material, and Spinosaurus is notoriously one of the animals that is constantly changing as the science evolves. As we find more and more material, that dinosaur is changing. That's why content creators like me, we don't like talking about it, because if I make a video about Spinosaurus, 6 months from now, it's going to be outdated.
If you can clone a dinosaur, would you clone one?
That's hard. That's hard because there's so much. It becomes not just a question of, you know, the fact that we've seen 6, now going on 7 movies talking about why this is a terrible idea. But besides that, it begs the question whether or not these animals could even survive in today's world. I feel like cloning is something that, when you're dealing with more recent animals, there's a little bit of an ethical gray area.
Like, what about woolly mammoth?
That's the kind of thing that, like, because at this point we can say beyond a shadow of a doubt, like, even if we were not 100% responsible, we played a part in the extinction of that animal. And the world is not as drastically different from the Pleistocene until now versus the Cretaceous period until now. Like, we're talking about Earth was not the same as it is today back then, by a wide margin. There's a lot of climatic differences that exist from the Pleistocene until the Holocene, but not nearly as much differences as what we see from the Mesozoic until now.
So you think, say, we did try to clone a T-Rex, it might, temperature-wise, maybe microbes, it might not survive?
There's a lot that we don't know, but the other problem that we have from that is that, like, the idea of doing it the way that Jurassic Park said that they were doing it is not possible. Because even those pieces of amber that we find insects in, there's no organic material left. It's the imprint of organic material. And you cannot squeeze blood out of a rock. And that's literally what is implied by the idea of Jurassic Park. So if we were going to make a dinosaur, the more likely way that it could happen was rather than clone and bring back a Utah raptor or a Tyrannosaurus Rex or a whatever. What would be more likely is for us to backbreed different traits, different non-avian dinosaur traits.
Through genetic engineering.
Genetic engineering of avian dinosaurs, birds. That is the more likely, in the event that this science fiction becomes science. That is the method that I see making more sense, because no matter how much our science moves forward, we cannot get organic material out of mineral.
And one last question, favorite dinosaur?
Favorite dinosaur? I've got to go with the 2 that I brought with me today. I've got, for my Saurischian dinosaurs, it's got to be the Utah raptor, the largest species of raptor that we know of, easily twice the size of the raptors in Jurassic Park. And then up at the front, I've got an ankylosaur skull. cast, and that is my favorite Ornithischian dinosaur. Easily one of, if not the most dangerous animal that Tyrannosaurus Rex was ever hunted. T-Rex, the reason why T-Rex was so big and powerful was because it lived alongside some of the most dangerous herbivores that ever existed. Triceratops, Ankylosaurus, and even the big hadrosaurs were dangerous because outside of sauropods, hadrosaurs are the biggest land animals that ever lived. So all of the herbivores that T-Rex was hunting were potentially very dangerous. But we have a large number of T-Rex leg bones that have been shattered, and it seems like they were probably shattered by the club at the end of an ankylosaur's tail. We have more evidence of that than we have of T-Rexes that show signs of damage from the horns of Triceratops or anything else.
Other than your YouTube channel, you have any other website you want to plug or anything?
So everything that I'm under is paleoanalysis. I'm also on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm a little bit on Facebook, but YouTube is definitely going to be the main place to find me.
Very awesome. Thank you. Pretty cool car you got there. Are you the one who owns it?
Yep. It is mine.
So can you just tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's a 1993. It is a Jeep Wrangler Sahara. Number 29 was used in the first movie, and Jurassic World. Started off as just a base trim Wrangler, and then I had to upgrade everything to become a Sahara trim, just like the movie.
So is this the same model they used in the movie?
Mm-hmm. Yep. In Jurassic Park 1, and then you see it again in Jurassic World when they're trying to escape the Indominus Rex from Jurassic Park.
Maybe I remember wrong, but did they have a cloth top in the movie?
They do, yeah. But they have it removed, but that's the color that they use for it. You see it later on in the first movie when Dennis Nedry's trying to run away, trying to get to the docks. He has the cloth top on his.
Okay.
So it's all the same color.
And what was involved with the paint job and everything?
Basically sanding it all down and then painting the whole thing this tan color. And then once that dried, going back, laying out the stencils for the numbers, and then painting the red over it, and doing the same with the numbers on the hood.
Did you do that yourself, or did you hire someone?
I had a painter friend that helped me do it. Because I knew nothing about paint, so he helped me lay all the stencils out and everything.
Where'd you get the brochure?
So there's a woman that she makes the actual movie accurate park map for Jurassic Park.
Because I've seen them around before, and I was wondering where they get them.
Yep. So she sells them on Etsy, but she does the movie accurate ones, like they came in the actual movie. You get the map and everything.
Okay.
Of Jurassic Park.
All right, awesome. Cool, thank you.
Absolutely, not a problem.
Just wanted to show his Instagram name. Just came back over to look at more of these cases. Look at all those. Giant armadillo, a terror bird, saber-toothed cat, another saber-toothed cat, short-faced bear, Glyptodon, really cool. This is from the collection of Steve Vicari. Oh, I was just talking to him. I want to show this one because that looks really cool. I just interviewed him earlier. He had a pretty cool YouTube channel. Really interesting guy. But definitely a lot of awesome stuff to look at here. Getting a quick thing to eat. I haven't ate all day, but there's a cheeseburger basket. $13.99. It comes with fries, and then we bought got a Diet Coke. Which is over there. So I'll let you know how it is in a minute. I'm sure it'll be fine. All right, here it is. Looks pretty good. The hamburger was pretty good. Nothing special. but pretty good. Fries was nice. Look how cool that thing looks. Very pretty butterflies. A lot of great stuff here. I can show this all day. Look, that's a big bone. Wow. That's 500. And that's 5,000. But that is cool looking. I did buy a few teeth I will show at the end. Yeah, I bet you that's very heavy, and that's probably $700. Very expensive.
How much?
700.
Yeah, it's heavy, bone.
Well, basically it's rock, don't forget. Pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of cool stuff. It's kind of hard to decide what you want to get. Definitely a beehive activity. These are cool when they take these rocks, they make like boxes and plates out of them. That's 40, that's nice. That plate there is 80. Really cool. I'm still kind of hoping to buy another dinosaur tooth, but we will see. The couple teeth that I got aren't dinosaurs, so we'll see. Yeah, I know a lot of petrified wood.
Yeah.
Like I think I mentioned earlier, they do have like a lecture thing where they have like a fossil expert and they'll talk about things. I did film one last year, but I'm not doing it this year. Like I said earlier, I just mainly wanted to show you around. I've just been walking around. A lot of cool stuff. A lot of interesting things to look at. And other than that one person, everyone here has been super nice. I got a couple things I'll see about showing you when I get home. We're mainly just going to walk around and a little bit longer, and I'm going to get going. It's quite a drive to get here. There was so much traffic. It was ridiculous. I'm glad I came. I'm looking forward to this. It's almost like visiting a museum. Yeah. Hi. Lots of cool stuff.
The kids can come in here and touch it without being yelled at.
Yeah, I can see that. A lot of cool stuff you got here.
Well, it's taken 15 years. I get a little bit every year and add to it.
So are you with this museum?
That is something separate. The last case over there.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's down at Ruskin. And we have a nice two small buildings with the fossils in the building. It's free. We're open on Saturdays, that's all. Saturday mornings, 9 to 2. And people can come in, and children or grandchildren, we've got a sand pit. Not quite like that, but similar, where they can come and dig their fossil. And we put in, little things of this and that.
All right, cool. I have to check it out. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, did you get one of these?
Yeah, I got a brochure. She has it.
Got one over there?
Yes. All right, thank you. Let's go a little touch table for the kids to check out some fossils. I also have a table over there with a place called Fossil Hunters. I don't know, it's gonna, come on. They have DVDs there. I guess it's from some television series. I never heard of it, but maybe you have. It's a television series on streaming now. Oh, find us on YouTube. So, that's cool. Then there's a little fossil play area for the kids. I gotta sit down a little bit. I've been on my feet for a while. Like I said, the traffic here was horrible. But I'm glad I came. There's a lot of cool stuff. Just gonna look around a little bit more. I got a couple different great interviews here today.
how it is? Is that like a North Florida?
Depends on what you want for it. Everyone that asks me,
That's cool.
I don't have a price.
Bought a couple of books. They're more for like younger kids area, but they have some cool photos and stuff I want to look at. Oh, photo block. I remember these from when I was a kid. That's cool. They used to be big back in the day. We actually had some, but they were bigger than those. Those are tiny. Hey, look at that fish. Isn't that cool? And I got a few. Yeah, I got a few of those at home. Well, not as big as that or nothing. Much more lesser impressive ones, but still pretty cool. Think about that. It's almost like basically as close as a photograph of that animal you're going to get is that fossil fish. That's awesome. They do have some far cheaper stuff if you want it. Here's $5 fossils or 3 for $10. Look how cool that is. It's like a whole turtle shell, fossilized turtle shell. There's another one. That's $400. That's $250. That's awesome. And this whole like box of these quartz, now that's pretty, is $25 per flat. That's awesome. It's tempting, but I already spent a bit too much. But I don't know. Well, think about it. But I don't think so. That is cool. Look at this. It's a fossil crab from Italy. Look how cool that looks. That is awesome. And I've seen a few of these. I think I already showed you some fossil shrimp. Really awesome.
Is it enough? Well, and also it's just putting, you know, actual numbers on. Yeah,
that's really cool.
Is higher for
it's huge. Well, I think we're going to get going soon, guys. Like I said, there's a lot here. I only showed a small bit. So, I definitely recommend come here and check it out. If you're interested in fossils, especially you have kids who likes fossils, this is definitely the place to come. Now, they don't have just fossils. They have, they have gems, they have minerals, they have little figures like that, jewelry. They have some old bullets, Civil War stuff, different coins, but it has a tendency to be more fossils, minerals, gems, rocks, but they do have some of the other stuff. I think a lot of the coins and bullets and stuff is probably metal detectors, people they picked out of the ground.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. And like I said, I only showed a little bit of it. And of course, as I mentioned, meteorites, some taxidermy, you know, real skull stuff too. But yeah, of course, they had a little bit of food there. And this is put on by the Tampa Bay Fossil Club. I don't think I mentioned that. Food was pretty good. Nothing special. But yeah, definitely come down. Like I said, I only showed you a little bit of it. And for the most part, everyone here, except that one guy, which I think I caught on camera when it happened, was rude. But anyone else was super nice. So I definitely enjoyed coming here and checking out some different stuff. But they do have some of those, what are they called? Geodes here too. I know some people will sell them to you whole and they'll crack it for you too, which I think is a cool service. Yeah.
Come and do that and then let them cut the rock in half next time.
Okay, that's what I was mentioning. We might do that next time, we'll see. But it amazes me some of the colors of some of these rocks. Really cool. No chocolate, yeah. Okay. I think we're gonna get going, but if you have any comments or questions, let me know. I appreciate it, and I look forward to talking to y'all again soon. If I see anything else really cool on the way out, I will show you at the end of this. But I think that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Bye everybody, bye. One thing I want to mention, guys, I didn't, at least I don't think I did. To park, it's $10. Admission for adults is $9. I think it's cheaper for children. And this time it was in the special event center. Right there. Doesn't mean it's always going to be in the same building. That's where it was. And they said to come in through gate 3. We went through gate 1. So they said to go through gate 3 for the parking for that event. So we had to drive around to the different parking lots to get there. Hey, this way. There's a sign for Fossil Fest. It's for today's Saturday and it's going on till tomorrow. Unfortunately, I probably will not have my video up until after it's done, or maybe tomorrow at the earliest. I've got to work on it. But hey, it's all a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool fossils, talked to a lot of cool people. Got a few things I'll see maybe about showing you at home what I got. But I hope I showed you a good representation of the 2025 Fossil Fest. And if you have any comments or questions, let me know. Thank you for watching. Bye everybody. Bye.